the first time ever on Tuff track, 3 monster trucks racing side by side. It's sure to spell disaster. And look at this. The new Bigfoot 8 is banned from competition. Hi again, everyone. I'm Scott Douglas, and welcome to Tuff Trax. Today, TNT continues its innovations in the sport of monster truck racing. For the first time ever, monster trucks will race 3 at a time. That's right, side by side racing. And what a location TNT has selected for this brand new innovation in the sport. Beautiful Texas Stadium in Irving, just outside of Dallas. Well, before one monster truck hits this course, the excitement has already gotten underway. That is back behind the scenes. Word is that TNT has banned Bigfoot's revolutionary Bigfoot 8, the brand new truck that has been dominating TNT competition so far in 1990. Army Armstrong is already on top of that story, and let's go to Army right now.
Well, thanks, Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of monster truck racing. There has been a major rule change take place in this sport. It affects only one truck, the big blue truck of Bob Chandler, your current national points leader. Standing with me is Andy Brass, the gentleman that was driving Bigfoot number 8, the truck that was affected by the rules change. Andy, tell me exactly what it is all about.
Well, the new rule change is that the truck must contain at least springs, coil springs, or coilover shocks. Our truck doesn't. Our truck runs a nitrogen-charged shock on a cantilever suspension, which gives the truck a lot of travel. We're roughly running 20 to 24 inches of travel. The truck's been working real good, and it's been proven. I took over the points champion with the truck, and like I say, it works so well that the guys are having a hard time keeping up with us, so now they're banning us from competition until further notice.
Okay, let's get back to that one point. The guys are having problems. The guys you're talking about are the other competitors who are racing against you. Their point is this, Andy. They say, look, he came in second one year and didn't come back and race with us. We raced the whole year. These guys, Bigfoot, was touring with another company. They weren't even running with us. If we had had the year they had off, we could have built a good truck too. What's your stance on that?
Well, they could have took a year off, I feel. We run with other promoters and stuff last year. We didn't run the truck as much as what we wanted to with TNT. We did take the time off. We designed us a new truck, and like I say, it was a year off. It was a year designing. The truck was put together. We tested it for 3 months. We brought it out this year, and we proved to them that we proved to the people that the truck will work. It does work. It's a fast truck. It's a safer truck. The truck flies better. It stops a lot easier. It's a lot easier on the driver. It's a lot better truck. The truck is more technically advanced, and because of that, we're being penalized and thrown out.
Can the old truck be competitive?
Well, I guess we're going to see that tonight, you know. It would be nothing better to please me to come out here with an old truck, still clean their clocks, and then go home.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the side from Bigfoot. Now we're going to jump over to Chris Chapman. She's going to tell us the other side of this story.
Thanks, Army. I've just spoken with TNT officials, and they say that they're in the process of deciding what to do with Bigfoot 8. TNT's goal is to keep the sport as competitive as possible, and right now the apparent key to solving this controversy is time. Time is what it's going to take for the other drivers to get their new trucks ready for the circuit. At that time, TNT plans to let Bigfoot 8 return. This should all take place within a couple of weeks. Back to you, Scott and Army.
You can see Bigfoot has moved to the top of the heat on the Restore Automotive Products TNT Monster Point, passing the equalizer. The Auto Value King Crunch sits third. Awesome Kong and Carolina Crusher tied for the 4th spot. The Slumping Gravedigger is now 6th. USA 1, Buffalo Tremor Nightlife, and the Outlaw Ford rounding out that top 10. Bigfoot 8 is the truck that has moved to the top of the heat, but it's Bigfoot 4 that we'll see in the qualifying round and then racing a little bit later here in Dallas, Texas. First up, though, 4-wheel crazy equalizer and the new Outlaw, first ever side by side.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw history. Like Scott said, side by side, but it was an awfully expensive run for one of the trucks. An engine goes away on a truck closest to the camera.
4-wheel crazy loses the engine, and 4-wheel crazy obviously is going to be out of the competition. So a bad break on his first run of the year in TNT competition.
Scott, check his times out, though. Look at this.
6:46 for four-wheel crazy. So before blowing the engine, he got the better time. Greg Holbrook in the equalizer, and then the Outlaw running second and third in that heat. Here's Doug Spaniers, big master of disaster. He'll come out to qualify against Awesome Kong and the Buffalo Trimmer. All three of these guys make a lot of horsepower, Army.
Yeah, you're going to see a quick run here. Keep an eye on Doug Spaniers. He does not run with us each week as we go around the country, as does Awesome Kong and the Buffalo Trimmer. But when Doug Spaniers pulls this big master disaster out of the truck, he can make life miserable for whoever he's racing against. Look here, side by side, three of them. Here we go. Texas Stadium 3, big bad red truck. I couldn't call the winner, Scott.
Awesome Kong will be the fast qualifier of the three. He sets the time to beat. Steve Kane, as you look at the Buffalo Tremor truck, Steve came to the top of the screen, and Awesome Kong got down the line first. And right now, Kong has the time. That will be the one they're trying to beat, 6.16. Awesome Kong, at least for the moment, the fast qualifying time. But Master of Disaster laid down an outstanding shot as well. The Auto Value King Crunch, that's Scott Stevens. Then there's the new one. Now, this is closest to you when they get ready to run. The brand new truck out of the Mad Dog stable from Missouri. It's the Micro Machine and Kurt Fisher of Green Boys Racing Machine.
Well, John Bream, the innovator of the Green Boys Racing Team, picked Fisher to drive this truck. He's a past world champion in mud racing, but look at here. He's having all kind of problems. Steve Wilkie with USA 1 goes through to take the win. And Scott Stevens from Texas, Auto Value Special, he's having all kind of problems too. The three trucks are not a problem, Scott. These guys have got it all figured out. We're going to see a war before this night's over.
Micro Machine has done a lot of new tricks to this truck. And Army, some of the drivers were saying they really want to see this truck do well because they'd like to do some of the things that the Micro Machine is doing. Now, King Crunch, the Auto Value truck, did not make a legal run. He'll come back, run again, and get a 3-second penalty added on. These times determining how the trucks are going to go in to the first round in the unique bracketing system. And Scott Stevens will have to run again.
Now, Scott Stevens is a professional monster truck racer. He's been around for a long time, picked up a new sponsor with the Auto Value people, the Cobra Seed people. He wants to lay down a good run in front of his own home state people. Look at this. An engine starts to go away to the left side, but look at the shutdown. Texas Stadium may not be big enough. Crunch goes a 9.59. This building is big, but it's getting real small real quick.
Go, enjoying his day at Texas Stadium with all the fans out to see the TNT Monsters. Right now, Steve Kane and Awesome Kong, #1 in qualifying. We'll see if he can stay at the top of the hill in just a moment. Tuff Trax is brought to you by Nintendo, makers of the Nintendo Entertainment System and the world's largest and most exciting library of great games. Nintendo, now you're playing with power.